day here. Look at this shit. Beautiful. That's what the sky is supposed to look like. Bright blue. What's good? Who do I got in here? I got somebody here already. Who's lurking? Who's lurking? People are lurking and birds are chirping, and I've been smirking at the world. All right, what am I gonna play? I'm gonna play some tunes. About to play me some music. Spring has sprung. After years and years and years and years and years of what appears to be research, dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth. It seems we found out there's nothing to find out. Fact is, we don't know the facts. The fact is, we don't know the facts. That's why you waxed your car before it crashed. You taxed your check before it cashed, and waxed your axe before you hatchet. Just do the math. It's like 2 plus 2. Time's catching up with you. Time's catching up with you. Time's catching up. Here it comes. Time's catching up with you. Time's catching up with you. Time catches up with everyone. So relax and don't lose your cool. It's not like we haven't seen someone break the rules. You know your place and your part. You played it before with all your heart. So don't start looking like some kind of has-been that never really was. It is what it is, unless it isn't, then it ain't. Don't fake from being so stressed. If you wanna take some time off your feet, just don't miss a beat, 'cause forward is the only way through. Yes, time's catching up with you. Time's catching up with you. Time catches up, here it comes. Time catches up with you. It catches up with you. Time catches up with everyone. And it really doesn't matter now which way you go. It will catch up with you on every road. It really doesn't matter now which way you turn. It's gonna be there. Really doesn't matter now which way you stare. Wherever you look, you're gonna find it right there. It's time's catching up, it's catching up, it's catching up. Time's catching up, here it comes. Time's catching up, it's really catching up. Time catches up with everyone. Well, you can see now how much I really care. That's why I'm standing right here and not over there. I swear I've seen your style before, man, but it's like a style that's not even in style anymore. Just dial 411 next time to get informed. But be forewarned, there's always a calm before the storm. These days everything's been redone, rerun, rehashed, revamped, thrown back in your face, see if it can fly again. They didn't make enough cash on the flip, that's why they gotta keep going back to it. It's like a one-hit wonder that never hit. Just it's overplayed, and I say gets on my nerves when I keep hearing the same shit that I've already heard. Rather see some people think, speak, try to do something new. Speak, reach, try to believe in something true. Think, speak, reach, teach, try to do something new. Think, speak, deep, read, don't preach, just do. 'Cause time's catching up with you. Catches up, it doesn't stop. It's like a watch, it ticks, it doesn't talk. You gotta keep your eye on it. What are you gonna do when it catches up with you? You're young now, but soon you'll be 52. It catches up, it doesn't stop, it catches up. Here it comes. Time catches up, it catches up, yes, time catches up with everyone. Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? I think it's better like this. It took 15 minutes for the town to burn down. 15 minutes to clear the fuck out. 15 minutes to put up a fence around it. The feds and the FBI, they're all along for the ride. Got to make sure that no one gets inside. 15 minutes, boy, it ain't pretty. 15 minutes, get down to the nitty gritty. 15 minutes in, making way for a 15-minute city. 15-minute city. Gonna be like suckling up a nipple of a pony titty. No sustenance. governance and discussing this is making people feel stressed out. Yeah. Sorry, I don't really have words written for that one yet. But that's about the gist of it, like the 15-minute cities. That's the formula. They fucking burn the place down, put a fence around it, keep everyone out, bulldoze all the crap out of the way, and start fresh with their 15-minute city. Can you imagine making diabolical plans to that degree? We're just going to go fry that place, try to kill as many people as possible. That way we don't have to fucking try to wrestle the property out of them later. Just acquire it. Emergency. It's like, it's an emergency here. I mean, is it not blatantly obvious that, like, when you have that much power, like, you could fucking create the emergency yourself? And since you're the only people that are, like, holding people accountable, you can escape accountability because you're just, like, so above the law. It's like, it's such a blatant fucking glaring blemish in the whole structure of things. It's like, we don't ever have a situation where our rights can be fucking removed. That's not how it is. It's not how it works. Anyone that tries to claim that is clearly fucking, they got a bad thing they're doing. Their agenda is bad. Whatever they're fucking up to, it's not good. Someone tries to say you can forsake one of your freedoms, some of your freedom, just so you can be safe in an emergency. No, it's never been up to the government to, like, tell us when there's an emergency. It's, we can figure that out ourselves. The government's supposed to just be there to try to protect our rights, not to try to fucking encroach on them. The second that starts happening, it's clear that things are going south. That started happening a long time ago, obviously. But yeah, the fact that people are just capitulating with shit is what really gets my goat, man. We don't live in a place where you're supposed to be told what to do. It's not where we live. We have that situation. And when someone burns down a city and they put a fence around it and tell you can't come back to your property, that's tyrannical. That's, like, absolutely illegal and fucking just straight tyrannical. That's what happened in Lahaina. They fucking burned the city down, put a fence around it, wouldn't let anybody come back in and try to figure out what happened. The property and shit. Just kept them all out for months, claiming it wasn't safe for them while they were busy going in there themselves. It's just so fucking blatantly criminal. It's just unreal. I can't believe that shit just was, like, forgotten, lost in the mix. I mean, I didn't forget about it. They could do that anywhere. It's not like it was exclusive to that area. They fucking fire their fucking directed energy wherever they want. They did that in Texas recently. They fucking burned down all these cattle ranches. It was like some crazy amount of cattle that were, like, smoked, just fucking torched. Thousands of them. And it's like, when it's like fucking, when they're hitting, like, meat, the meat supply, it's like, oh, it's just random chance that this whole fucking area burned down where there's, like, thousands of cattle. Well, it's just such a coincidence, isn't it? Morning. Smart cities, yeah. Well, that's what SMART means. SMART means surveillance, monitoring, analysis, reporting technology. That's what SMART means. It doesn't mean clever anymore. It doesn't mean, like, intelligent. No. Well, it means artificial intelligence, which is fake intelligence, which is stupid. When it's not really intelligent, well, that qualifies as being stupid. But smart, yeah, doesn't mean intelligent. It means surveillance, monitoring, analysis, reporting technology. I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. It's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's still fake shit. Don't mistake it for being real. It's not alive. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks, how to read your mind. Teach it how to jump rope, how to cook dope, how to tell a joke, but it don't understand the punchline. teach it how to repeat it, but can I keep a secret? I don't think so, it won't know why. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I and everyone in society. So get back to your privacy. It's an algorithmic gimmick, been given no limit, goes all the way out, around and back in it. It's an algorithmic gimmick, been given no limit, goes all the way out, around and back in it. It's the official, artificial, digital idolatry. That's really all it could be to call it intelligent. Is intellectual dishonesty. Once the cat's out of the bag, it's impossible to put it back. Teach it how to play Tetris and chess and checkers and tic-tac-toe. Teach it how to repeat shit, but can I keep a secret? I don't think so. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's gonna spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks, how to read your mind. Teach it how to jump rope, how to cook dope, how to tell a joke, but it won't understand the punchline. It's fine, it don't mind. It's just a computer program, not your damn friend. It's not your damn friend. That's my AI sidekick. He knows me really well. My digital friend. It's like has anyone else noticed that every new invention that comes out, so like the new cutting edge tech, it's like steering directly towards the Matrix being like the future for us, like the Matrix movie, like everything is being steered directly towards that outcome. You know, artificial intelligence and like these fucking, the Oculus, and then the whole fucking like virtual reality and the metaverse and trying to figure out how do people can eat their own excrement, and they fucking want to get everybody like all bubbled in because they're like dangerous for the environment. They're trying to get everybody all confined and fucking, it's like you're gonna be in your own little fucking capsule by the end of it, just all wired and dialed and fucking not even lucidly aware of the fact that you're like fucking, just basically charging, existing for like power supply for a fucking machine that's keeping you all fucking stuck in there, in a fucking metaverse, living a life that's a total fucking illusion. How do we know we're not already doing that? Well, we don't. But I think that we aren't. I think that's where we're going. I think that movie was more of like a, like the forecast. People call it a documentary or something. It is. It's like a documentary, but made in the future. The whole like, the whole Neuralink and the fucking Starlink and all the links there. You connect all the dots and the links and paints a pretty ugly picture. Nothing that anybody should want. It's progress. So progress. Progressing towards what is what I want to know. Or I think I already know. Progressing towards the most dystopian fucking nightmare reality you could ever imagine. But that doesn't have to go there. Like, when it comes down to it, like I truly firmly feel that like I will not accept a fucking digital ID, and I will not accept a social credit score. I just won't, I just won't accept it. I won't allow it. And I'm going to be loud about it and I'm going to be fucking loud about it. I don't think anybody should accept it. It's not just me. I think fucking we should all reject that shit. And like, where's that going to land me? I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Like I'm I'll be proud of where it lands me, or I'll be glad that it lands me there and not the fucking alternative. You don't want a fucking digital ID or a social credit score. Fuck no, you don't want that shit. That's so fucking dumb. It's like you might as well just go turn yourself into prison and just serve the rest of your life in custody. It's the same fucking thing. Some people want that, not me. I've been to jail before, not for long periods of time, but for like, long enough, a few weeks or, a month in one instance. Not for anything serious, but like just for fucking possession of drugs and shit, stupid shit you do when you're younger. And like, I've been in there and I know what it's like to be in custody. It's not fun, dude. I mean, the first couple of weeks are just fucking sheer hell. It's like there's no way to explain it. It's awful. It's just awful. And it's like, after a couple of weeks, you start to make some friends and you start to like sort of settle into things. And, I would say about the third weekend is when you actually start having fun again. But just like it's not fun like you normally are used to having fun, but you're actually laughing and hanging out with people and just like making the best of a crappy situation. You know what I mean? It's like, so it turns into something that's not that miserable after a while. And that's kind of like how some people get, just sort of stuck in that lifestyle because that's what they're used to. It's comfortable for them. So the people that like being in custody do exist. There is such a thing. Uh, they might not come out admit it. I've heard people admit it though before. It's like, I don't know how to live out here. I'm just used to being in prison. That's where all my friends are. That's where my whole fucking network is. Everything that I do is like, it's like they've been in there so more often than they've been free. So they just think that that's like more comfortable for them. Ugh, that's awful. I don't know if those are the kind of people that are going to want to be in 15-minute city or whatever. Maybe that's probably going to be the same mentality that a person will develop after a while. It's just like, well, let's make the best of this. Go get my Neuralink implant. AI can just steer me through my life. That's what they want you to do, to be symbiotic with AI. If you ever read the Sustainable Development Goals, like go in depth and actually read all the information they have. I haven't made it through the whole thing, but I've made it pretty deep into it, and it's not good. I can't believe that it exists, that plan, and that it's being implemented. I can't believe that people, it's just the fact that nobody's read it and read through it. I guess it's fucking criminal, and it's just like so invasive and fucked up. And it's like, what they're talking about, like technology that we haven't. I mean, they're talking about like bioengineering people and like having people like fucking basically be cyborgs. I mean, they're talking about shit that's just so whack, and it's like it's what's being implemented right now. It's like I don't know where. I'm sure technology is a lot further along than we all think. I think they stalled out technology like a while ago, 20 years ago. It's like nothing is really, as far as what the general public has access to, there's nothing really that's improved or that's like become. After we got cell phones, it kind of just sort of leveled off right there. And that was like 20 years ago. So in the past 20 years, technology has been fucking, because I mean, we saw how fast it went from no computers. So like I was alive, I was born in 75. I was alive before we had computers. And I remember when they first came into like, when they were first ready for the public to, it was like, I think I was in like 6th grade when computers first became like available, the Apple II. And like, I watched that whole thing happen. I watched it go from no computers at all to like computers to like fucking internet, email, and all this shit to like fucking social media, cell phones. I watched that whole thing happen within the course of like, it was like 20 years maybe. Yeah, about 20 years. It just all was exploded. All this new stuff was available. All this digital shit just exploded out of nowhere. And then it just stalled out. And that's been about 20 years since it stalled out. But I can just imagine if we made all that progress within 20 years, like the past 20 years that we've been stalled out, I'm sure it kept, exponentially growing. Like, My point is that we've just been kept in the dark. I mean, there's all kinds of technology that's probably going on that we have no idea. IBM. Yeah, they were. I live right here above Silicon Valley. I'm like not that far from the epicenter of all this crap. I think one of my grandparents used to work for IBM. I think they're still. Are they still a company? Maybe somebody else owns them or something. I forget what happened with IBM. Didn't Bill Gates kind of crush them? Microsoft. Didn't he steal their shit or something? I think he somehow stole IBM's idea. Yeah, you're familiar with my area. Yeah, that's right. My dad tells me it used to be nothing but orchards down in San Jose. It was just all like, as far as the eye could see, just orchards. That's crazy. Shit's changed a lot since then. I think what everybody should do is interview their parents and their grandparents if possible, and like document their lives, somehow, and like, and then have your kids document your life. And I think that's how we should go about like preserving history, because if you don't do that, it's just kind of lost, and then you're just like you're just at the mercy of whatever like government funded indoctrination you're going to be stuck with. It's like otherwise, like there's probably a lot of information that like if people had just been doing that idea of like like getting a good idea of what happened within the course of a person's life, and then just have their kids talk about their lives and just go on and on. It's like make a big book. It's like a family tree book, but it's like the story of the history of their family. You preserve a lot of information that way, and like there's a lot of, it becomes impossible for someone to come and like alter the information, like, because I think we have like there's a lot of lies as far as what our history is being spoken. Like I think a lot of it's bullshit, but like if people had just done what I'm talking about, like we would have actual documented evidence of what happened a couple hundred years ago, versus like I don't really know if we do have that information. Like I know my great grandma was born in the late 1800s, like 1890 something, and she lived to be about almost 100 years old. But she was living out in Salinas in a tent with her 13 kids, or 12, I think she had 11 kids. And they were like working on the farms, like farm hands. But that's like, she was born before we had like electricity and shit. There's a lot that's happened in the past 100 years. Pretty wild, huh? Or before we supposedly had, I don't know, there's so much conflicting information about our history. Well, the history books were written before any of it ever happened, if it happened at all. We live in a pre-written, predicted, scripted, actor-based reality taking place on your TV. And the useful idiots that get up on the television telling you what they want you to believe is happening in the world as it plays right into their plan. And it's over before it began. It's over before it began. It was over before it began. Over before it began. Man, I'm hot right here. I might have to go put on a t-shirt. I didn't think it'd be this hot out here. It's springtime. taking all you got to get right here. I hope you don't plan on disappearing soon. Don't plan on disappearing. Don't plan on disappearing soon. I hope you don't plan on disappearing soon. La, da, da, da. I hope that you think you've heard it all before, over and over and over and over again. It'll always be the same shit, but somewhere there's a different tune that's only place for me and you. Somewhere there's a different tune, and it only plays for me and you. It's a place we can go. I just don't know where it is yet, but I know it's there. Even if it's only in my dream, I think if we feel the same, then we could get away. I'd love to get away. You know I'd love to, I really need to. Just leave it all behind. Yeah, never to return again. And no one knows as they wave goodbye if anyone will ever come back here. When it's their time to disappear, you know they might never come back here. When it's their time, it's their time to disappear. You know, when you disappear, you're out of here. Oh, where did you go? When for so long. So long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long. Shiggity pop. No one really knows anything. No one really knows anything. You might think you know, I might think I know, everyone thinks they know, but then no one really knows anything at all. No one really knows anything at all. Don't know anything. No one really knows anything. Don't know. Don't know anything. No one really knows. No one knows anything at all. No one really knows anything. No one really knows anything at all. No one really knows anything. Jiggy 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 whoop bop. No one really knows jiggity jiggy whoop whoop bop anything at all. Jiggy doo dop jiggy bop bop. No one really knows jiggy bow anything. Shooty boop bop weep boop bop at all. What's up, Super Sidewinder? Nice to see ya. Nice to see ya. No one really knows anything. I'm gonna have to go put on a t-shirt now. I'm sweating. Sweating to the oldies. gets me when I still see people wearing masks. It's like, that's just so not last year, it's like so 4 years ago. I bet those people are just going to wear them for the rest of their life. They're just going to be forever masked, hidden behind their mask. So pathetic. Underneath that mask of fear, you developed a very nasty look, and now it looks like it's on there for good. Unfortunately, that's the case. But if you can't take that thing off your face, well, don't expect me to talk to you, 'cause I can't hear what you're saying. I can't hear what you're saying. Then take that thing off your face. Take it off of your face. Now I think they never will. It looks like they never will. Their lives are all downhill from here. It looks like you want that on your face. I don't know why, but it looks like you want to keep the mask on your face. Perhaps it's because you're ashamed of the way you become any others around you. Perhaps you're all ashamed. Well, you should be, 'cause you are just playing your game. You're playing right into the hand of a man who wants to keep us down and hold us to the ground. You're playing right into their hands. So take it off now. I'm telling you, you really should start complying, or they will just keep on lying. Underneath that mask of fear, you developed a very nasty look. Very nasty. I have like a whole slew of COVID songs that are like pretty much dated at this point. It's like, you know, just like covering your face and what is it? Sheltering your face and covering your face all day with a mask gonna make you sick. Sterilizing everything inside is an erotic way to live. Injecting yourself with multiple shots of Lord only knows what is a really bad idea. Combined with the fact that you're paranoid as fuck, well, you're fucking good. All these things combined, you'll be lucky to government mandated death wish. The government mandated death wish. Like self-deprecating measures. I mean, hello. That was your first clue. Fauci and his schmutz mask. I like finding shiny things. I like the way they shine. Yeah. I like finding shiny things. I find them all the time. Yes, I find those shiny things and make them mine. I like those shiny items. You can buy them at the store. I like those shiny items, but they cost a lot more than those boring, non-shiny things. That's why I like finding shiny things for free. If you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I find them all and haul them all away. I said, now if you see me finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I find them all and haul them all away. I gotta get a t-shirt on, man. I'm sweating profusely. Please don't go nowhere. I mean, I got a beautiful view of a redwood tree here, and there's some birds chirping. It's really peaceful and pleasant. I'll be right back to disturb the peacefulness. Give me 1 minute. That's all. Finding things, I'm probably finding shiny things. I'll find them all and haul them all away. hotter than the devil's leg out here. Hotter than the devil's leg. I got my matching glasses here. Green. I'm cool. So cool. Well, looks like the world didn't end. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending and it's almost over again. Beginning of the end game came and went, costing lives and life savings spent, brought on by a puppet government who clearly has no shame. Yeah, but we all should know by now that they really don't want the whole thing to come to a grinding halt. But if it ever does, it will have been their fault. Yeah, welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending and it's almost over again. Got my fingers all jacked up. Shit, this sucks. I got this like gruesome crack on my pinky. I can't play certain bar chords. I need to put a Band-Aid on. Since it costs a lot to win and even more to lose, hey, you and me are bound to spend some time just wondering what to choose. Hey, it goes to show that you don't ever know. You watch each card you play and play it slow. Wait until that deal go down. Don't let that deal go down. That plane was about to crash on me. Yeah. So I think the earthquakes aren't supposed to start until like a few months from now. Is that right? The eclipse was the beginning of the ritual. They had to get everybody focused on this shit. You'll know when there's a ritual that's taking place. When the media has become saturated with some one topic, whatever the ritual is focused around. In this case, it was the eclipse. It's like it's everywhere. It's just like you can't find somebody who hasn't heard about it. And that's because they need everybody focusing on this one thing for their, their magic to work. And this is like it's like Crowley and like the occult. Like, I mean, this is the kind of shit that they're like, that was like a long awaited day for them. It's like Aleister Crowley made contact on April 8th, which was yesterday, but like way back in the day, and apparently he'd been talking about that particular eclipse as being, like the beginning of the end. It's like, that's why they had all this shit all like, they had the fucking CERN was firing up and the NASA launching rockets and, you know, fucking red heifer and fucking devil's comet. And, you know, the eclipse passing through all these towns with the same name, and X marks the spot right on the Madrid fault line. And, you know, it's fucking like, I don't know, just everything, all the fear porn that came along with it, and all the like, just the general hype and the rapture and all this fucking shit. It's like, I mean, if someone could make a funny, like, you know, 1 minute long video with all the fucking shit all sandwiched into one little 1 minute section, is all the fucking hype around it, you know, and then just have like somebody like, oh, cool eclipse, you know, that was cool, okay. But like, in the meanwhile, like, you know, the people that fucking orchestrate these huge rituals, you know, are like, they're up to something, you know. I mean, it might not seem like anything happened or anything's gonna happen, but the wheels are turning. I'm not like a fear porn guy or anything, but you can tell they're up to something, right? It's not just me. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're up to something. They, them, those, the fucking people with their pronouns. We all know who they are and who they work for. Who do you work for, number 2? It looks like a giant one-eyed Willie. Fucking, that shit's so funny. Austin Powers. Yeah. That's it, man. All the space shit's all like phallic and fucking ass. Fucking this, all about ass. It's like astronauts and asteroids and fucking Uranus, black hole, black matter, fucking SpaceX sending probes into your black hole, fucking release a payload. You got to get like a series of rectal exams if you want to go to space, apparently, according to Chris Hadfield, or whatever that fool's name was. Fucking that one astronaut that almost drowned in his spacesuit. Drowned. Then got up in front of everyone trying to explain why that happened. And the air conditioning in my spacesuit fucking sprung a leak, and it came into my helmet. There was water, and either that or you're in a swimming pool. One of the two. I love it. There was I was watching Rodrigo Ferrari Nunez. I think that's his name. He's the guy that has a channel. It's called, I think it's called In Fiction We Trust. But he did the space crack. He used to be on Globebusters. He's got his sort of Latino fucking voice. You know, he's got like I think he lives in Spain or Madrid or something. He's super cool. He's funny as fuck too. He's a great channel. Shout out to Rodrigo Ferrari Nunez. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But he's done a lot of great content. I love his stuff. He's probably one of the more underrated flat earthers out there. He's an anthropologist. That's his specialty. But you guys might know, I'm sure you probably do. If you don't, you should look him up. I think his channel is called In Fiction We Trust. But if you look up Rodrigo Ferrari Nunez, you'll find that channel. I know this because I recently had to resub to all the people that I like because my channel was deleted. You lose all your subs, everything. You know, you lose everything. You start all over again. Like, what are the channels I used to follow? Fuck. But the reason I mention him is because, what was it? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I totally forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about space and shit. What was I talking about? I was talking about the phallic symbols and astronauts and Mike Hadfield. Rodrigo had something really funny that I wanted to throw in there, but now I forget what it was. Terrible with my tangents. What was it? Well, yeah, it was Rodrigo that actually was playing that video that I saw where Chris Hadfield was talking about all the rectal exams you have to get to go to space. Maybe I was just talking about that because he was the one that played that video where he was talking about it. What the fuck? That's disturbing. I almost drowned. Oh yeah, this is what now I remember what I wanted to mention. I was watching Rodrigo's show one day where he was doing a live stream of one of the spacewalks, you know, the spacewalks, and dude, the guy's he's a good sleuth, man. Like I wouldn't have noticed this. I don't know why, but I don't think anybody else had pointed this out before. But like they were doing their spacewalk, you know, where they have like the ground team and the people in the space, you know, that are, you know, tightening a loose nut or something on the outside of the space station. They're communicating back and forth, you know, the ground team, blah, 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 okay, you know, astronaut responds, you know, and like whenever the astronaut responded, it's so bad. I can't even believe this shit. Rodrigo pointed it out. He's all, listen, when the astronaut talks, you can hear water swishing in the background. Sure enough, you can hear water moving around. It's like, well, what are they swimming in? What's all that water? It was just like they didn't even edit it out or even think about like the fact that that was noticeable. It was so bad. I mean, that was one of my big eye-opening. Like, I was like, man, that just blew it. They blew it. Their whole thing is just shot. You know, you can't. You got to explain the water noise swishing in the background now, and there's no explanation other than the fact that they're probably in a pool. But it's just so funny. I mean, that was one of the best debunking of the whole thing as I've ever seen. Is I'll listen to the water swishing in the background. It's like you could hear water moving. It's like somebody was in a pool, basically. Oh, just in your face, NASA. You guys suck. You just suck. You can't even pull off a good hoax. And I still have yet to hear any of these Globers address the dude with the harness floating in the background of the space station. Like the worst flub they've ever had. They always try to explain away all the other ones, you know, but like I've never heard any of them try to address the one where there's a dude on a harness floating by in the background. Oh, well, we need to put the new guys on a guide so they don't run into things. That'd probably be the explanation. Oh, he was on a guide, you know, because sometimes people run into things when they're floating. Yeah, and sometimes people hang from harnesses when they're floating. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Wherefore art thou? In fiction we trust. So there, good. Now that's a good moderator. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Mr. Super Sidewinder, shout out. He's super and he's a sidewinding sidekick. When I was on my last leg, I barely could stand it. All right, I'm sorry. What am I gonna do? It's so hot right here. I want to find a shady spot. Although I guess I might as well get some sun while I'm out here. Get tan. All like white and pale. That's the world stage. The world stage and all their antics. They treat life like a movie. If life is a movie, what part do you play? Are you just a stand-in on the side? Are you a star? Are you a stuntman? I'd rather be outstanding than standing in. Living the life of a stand-in is random. Living the life of a stand-in is random. Oh, just standing there. And you don't stand out that much. You're just a part of the scenery. That's all you really seem to be. Just a prop in the backdrop. had no hand in. Just another stand-in. And you're random, living the life of a stand-in. Is random, but it gets hard to stand in. That's been contrived by someone else's mind, where your role has been well defined. Don't try to color outside these lines. They ruin the shot. Miss your spot in the spotlight. Sidelines there. There's a man in the crowd wearing a look on his face of utter abandon. Yes, it's you, the stand-in. That was random. Living the life of a stand-in. Stand-in. You get taken for granted. Lifestyles of the stand-ins. But it's important, you know. It's very important, you know. Life goes on after the show. You think you belong to is over. Everyone has to go back to what they were doing before you all put on a little show. In the real world, heroes are rarely ever known. No one cares, they're all at home, stuck in front of their boob-tube or their YouTube, tuning out from the real world outside, revering these people who seem so courageous and brave up on their set and their stage, like this man who was throw it all away to save the day, as he clutches the hand of his true love while she's dangling above a bottomless pit, and his other arm is stretched out to his full length as he clings to the lowest rung of a road ladder that's been hung with a helicopter there that hovers above in the sky, right as the pilot winks his eye, a fucking lightning bolt strikes. Somehow they escape, 'cause it's all a movie. It's fake. It's not real. It's of no consequence to you. What these people really do, they're just acting. You are standing there, living the life. You're living the life of a stand. 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 The life of a stand. The life of a stand. of a stand. I don't know. It was a good stand-in, though. He knew where to stand. He stood well. He never tried to stand out. I don't know where he stood off to. But he was a good stand-in. Yes, he was. He stood. Go to your stand and stand there, man. Oh, Standipus. He was a standard standy. He stood standable. He was so standy. He stood standard. He was a standard standable standy. Standipus standy. He was a standable. He was understandable. He had good standards. He was a standy standipus. We miss him. He stood well. He didn't have a name. Stand-ins don't have names. They're just standard standies. Yeah. Yeah, my mama told me, my papa told me too. Yeah, my mama told me, my papa told me too. Well, I shouldn't be here trying to sing these railroad blues. I wish I had to listen to what my mama said. I wish I listened to what my mama said. Well, I wouldn't be here trying to sleep in this cold out bed. Lucky's show last night was cool. You guys go to Lucky's show? He's all drinking beers, getting all loaded. That was fucking classic. Gotta love that Lucky Haskins. Shout out to Lucky Haskins. Guy's a good dude. He's a good dude. He's a legend. This close to the real thing is never enough. This close to the real thing is still just a bluff. I don't know why anyone would fall for this stuff, but for me, I need to see something with real substance. I can sink my teeth into and chew, and you should know that in this world there's nothing for free. And when it is, it's you that's for sale. Don't fail to see the irony when it's this close to the real thing. It'll never surpass the real thing. And where is that at, you might ask? Where is the real thing? Now you're on the other end of a gun. Do you realize where you stand? When the gun's no longer in your hand. On the other end of the gun, where you find yourself in this one. On the other end of the gun, where pressure's on, the chance for you to run is done, come and gone. On the other end of the gun, what have you done, my friend? And would you do it again? On the other end of the gun, it looks like it might just be the end for you. On the other end of the gun, there is someone who wants to use you to do what they need to get done. On the other end of the gun, the other end of the gun, but here we are, back at square one. This close to the real thing is all we're gonna get. It's close to the real thing, but it's still just a crock of shit. I know they steal the real and give us back the fake and tell us this is all it will take, when in fact it's never enough. I call their bluff, 'cause I know that this won't do, and it's not true. It's close to the real thing, but it'll never surpass. Well, I guess I'll end my song right there. I might have a B string. Let's see. That was the end right there. That was it. That is an E string. Well, son of a gun. Well, son of a ding dong. I'll fix this sucker up. Don't you worry. Don't you worry yourself over my busted string. I do this thing. I do it all the time. It's like I break a string every day. It's kind of ridiculous. It wasn't like that for a long time. I don't know if it's me or just the guitar or the strings or all of the above. It's weird though, because I didn't have that problem for a long time, and now I break strings all the time. It's almost like they just stopped making good strings or something. What is this? have a bee string in my house. I just might as well go in there and grab it, I guess. What is this? That's not a bee string either. My apologies. I'll just bring you with me. Let's go for a little walk, shall we? Check out my neighborhood. It's nice and green, lovely. Spring has sprung upon us. Look at all the onions. We got wild onions for days. They pretty much dominate the whole yard. All those little white blossoms are all onions. We thought we had a grip on them. Like we thought we had kind of like thinned them out. But it's like they just came back with vengeance. We'll never run out of onions, basically. We'll live off of onions if we need to. Alright, I gotta set you right here so I can go grab my string. Try to change up the view for it here a little bit. That's not gonna work, is it? Son of a gun. There, now you just get pure blue sky. I'll be right back. Oh,
look at his ear.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Oh, you poor kitty, look at you. Oh, oh, that's terrible, Bo. Oh, no.
I'm sorry, I had to show him. I know you
We should put some antiseptic on it.
Here.
Dang, my cats have just been beating the shit up out of each other. I wish they would stop. We have one mama cat, and then she had 3 boys, and they don't get along. They used to cuddle and be all friends with each other, but now they're just like fight. It's like they want to kill each other. Sucks. I don't know if that's how all boy cats are with each other. Maybe if we got them fixed, they wouldn't do that. If we got their nuts cut off, they wouldn't feel so territorial. Yeah, there you go. Crazy. All right, I got me a string. Pair this thing. Open it. It's close to the thing. What's going on where you guys are? Is it nice and clear today? You getting chemtrailed at all? Fucking, I love it when they stop chemtrailing. It puts me in a good mood. They start chemtrailing. I think it affects everybody's psyche on some level when the fucking sky is full of shit. You know, it's like even the people that don't believe in chemtrailing, on some level they're seeing that messy looking sky, and it's not good feng shui. You know what I'm saying? It's like even the people that think we're crazy for thinking there's shit being sprayed in the sky, it's got to affect them on some level where they're like, you know, it's ugly. Although I gotta say though, there's people that will post pictures of the sunset, like, look at the beautiful sunset. There's all these chemtrails everywhere. It's like, sorry, but that's not beautiful. Like, I understand, but that sucks. But yeah, it really does require a fucking level of outrage that is like hard to. I can definitely relate. I understand what he's saying. Because it's just so fucking wrong. And when you look up the geoengineering online, like if you Google geoengineering, I'll tell you all about it. They're like, yeah, it's cloud seeding, and they tell you they spray the sky with like a metallic mist, you know, particulates. And, you know, they'll even mention our sky, that we have to breathe the air. They don't even touch on that. They're just talking about, like, I forget what the ethics that they mentioned were, but it had nothing to do with the fact that they're violating our airspace and, like, polluting our skies. It's so weird. It's so obvious that the people who are running things are not concerned with, you know, life. This whole carbon neutral crap. It's like, what the fuck, man? Are you a climate denier? How dumb. What a dumb title. I'm a climate denier. No, I'm just a person that sees a fucking agenda and I don't like it. I mean, I'm all for like reducing pollution. Sure, go ahead. Don't try to come at me like I get fucking, you know, it's like I put such a little amount of pollution into the world compared to like the people who are talking trash. It's like, you want to reduce your carbon, well, knock yourself out. You know, like if that's what you think needs to be done, start talking about carbon dioxide being a problem. It's like, it's not a fucking problem. We need that. I mean, that's obvious. CO2 is good. I used to buy CO2. I used to buy it and fucking, you know, disperse it into my grow room and watch the plants double in size. CO2 is good. It's worth the money. You get way more pot. And your plants are just happier and healthier. So you can't make an argument that CO2 isn't good for the environment. You can't. I mean, I don't understand how they're able to pull that off. Like, you know, isn't there enough, like, logically thinking people still left in the world where somebody should have, like, put the brakes on that by now? Like, CO2 isn't a bad thing. What in the fuck is going on? Like, if we took out all the CO2, we'd all die. Everything would be dead. There'd be no more life. I think that's a fact. It's not even really like a theory. I mean, without CO2, the system wouldn't function. It would collapse. I don't think it's even possible to remove CO2 completely. I think, you know, we'd probably all die before the system actually collapsed. And then with us out of the way, it would get better. Maybe they're right. It's us that's the problem. Just kidding. I'm kidding. That's the thing. It's like their whole fucking, all their science is all based on this idea that we're just like this random accident that occurred, you know, like we're just on a planet whizzing through space, and like it could be wiped out at any point in time. Like we live somewhere that's like where it's possible that we could destroy this place. Nah. I don't think so. I don't think we could destroy this place. We could make it a lot less of a desirable place to live, I'm sure. I think God would flood it before we ever got close to destroying it. What does mainstream science have to say about the flood anyways? Because there's so much evidence of the flood having been a real thing. I mean, do they address the flood in mainstream science? Does anybody know? I don't know. I don't fucking pay attention to that shit. I'm just curious if that's understood by like, you know, anthropologists and fucking geologists, ologists, all the ologies. I studied reverse psychology. It's my own major that I majored in. Reverse psychology. You can't go to college to get this diploma. You just have to study the world, and you eventually will notice it. We've been living in a backwards world. Everything has been hurled into obscurity, and we can barely see the way it used to be. Living in a backwards world. Everything is being turned upside down. They want to shake the devil out of living Everything's been inverted, perverted, subverted. Well, we've all been herded like cattle to the slaughterhouse. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna wrap this shit up. Anybody got a request? Any requests out there? Hercules, nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. What do you guys like to hear? Let me play one more song. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack, did you have to get a jab? Did you have to get another jab? Hey, Jack, did you have to get 2 jabs to get your job back at the snack shack? Jack, did you have to get 2 jabs? Jack had to get it. Jack had to get a couple jabs to get a job back at the snack shack. Jack had to get another couple jabs to keep his dumb job from flapjacks. Jack had a heart attack. Now his work says he can't come back. Oh, whoa, Jack, imagine that. That's whack. You shouldn't have done that. Jack, that's whack. And you shouldn't have done that. Jack, imagine that. That's whack. You shouldn't have done that. Jack, that's whack. And you shouldn't have done that. Biden gotta build back better, gotta build back better, build back good. Biden gotta build back the mountain of busted crap that he gotta build back better, gotta build back better. Build back better, back good, back better, man. Biden gotta learn how to ride a bike. Biden gotta learn to ride a bike. Build back better, back Brandon. Build back better, back better, build back better, back good. Biden gotta build back a better, gotta build back better, back good. Biden got a broke back mountain of busted crap that he gotta build back better that was never really built that good. Biden gotta learn to ride a bike. Let's go, Brandon. I can't stand him. Biden gotta build back better, build back better, build back good. Gotta build back a broke back mountain of busted crap that was never really built that good. Dick butt kiss was a dick, yes, but he didn't kiss that bitch. But no, fuck no. Build back Brandon. Broke back Brandon. Broke back Brandon. We gotta abandon broke back Brandon. Gotta learn how to ride a bike. Biden got a bike back better, bike back better, back good. Biden got a build back a broke back mountain of busted crap that was never really built that good. I see skies of blue, chemtrailed with stripes. They lie to us about it by day and gaslight us into the night, while I think to myself, what a fucked up world. The colors of the rainbow have been hijacked by perverts. God's beautiful promise they're trying to subvert. I see friends tapping elbows. Don't girl. Let's do the face masks back onto the floor. And I think to myself, what a fucked up world. Yes, I think to myself, what a fucked up world. Yeah, it's fucked up. Well, I wish I was out on the Rocky Top, out in the Tennessee. Ain't no smoke, smog on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bill. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, half man, the other half cat. Wild as a meat, but sweet as soda pop. I still dream about that. Rocky Top will always be home, sweet home for me. Oh, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Songs to strangers climbed up Rocky Top, looking for sunshine still. They never came back down from Rocky Top, reckoning Berwick. Going on nowhere on Rocky Top, first to Rocky by far. That's why all them folks on Rocky Top get their corn from the jar. Rocky Top will always be home, sweet home to me. That old Rocky Top. It's a hard one. Well, I live years of cramped up city life, trapped like a duck in a pen. All I know is it's that pity life can't be simple again. Rocky Top will always be home, sweet home again. Can't get that part. Rocky Top will always be. Whatever, I fucked it up. All right, I gotta go. I got sweat pouring into my eyes. I got blisters on my fingers. Took 15 minutes for the town to burn down. 15 minutes to get the fuck out. 15 minutes to put up a fence around it. And now the feds and the FBI, they're all along for the ride. And got to make sure that no one gets inside. Well, 15 boy, it ain't pretty. 15 minutes down to the nitty gritty. 15 minutes making way for a 15-minute city. Oh boy. Oh, shit. I can't do it. I can't play this fucking thing. It's so frustrating. Fuck me. Down 15 minutes to put a fence around. I can't do it. It's so embarrassing. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I love you. Thanks for being here. Don't be strangers in my echo chamber. I'm here every day. You know that.